Credit is the trust, which allows one party to provide money or resources to another party wherein the second party does not reimburse the first party immediately, but promises either to repay or return those resources at a later date. In the first and most common definition of the term, credit refers to an agreement to purchase a good or service with the express promise to pay for it later. This is known as buying on credit. The most common form of buying on credit is with credit cards. People tend to make purchases with credit cards because they may not have enough cash on hand to make the purchase. Accepting credit cards can help increase sales at retailers or between businesses. In this video, we are going to share 20 best ways to build good credit score. 1. Always choose automatic payment methods. Payments must be done on time. Payment history is very important for credit score. In Credit Report, all payment history could be monitored and it is used while calculating credit score. Every single day affects your rating, and in order to keep your score high, you need to make payments on time. The best way to remember payments using reminder or automatic payment methods can be defined into bank accounts. 2. Begin budgeting. The best way to do that is to begin budgeting and slowly pay down all your creditors. Why is this important? Because your credit score is partially determined by the ratio of your debt to your credit limit. If your debt ratios are higher than 50% of your credit limit, then your credit score begins to drop. You don't have to be completely paid off, but it's very important to get your balances below around 30% of your maximum credit limit. Do this and you will notice very steady improvements in your credit score. 3. Always regularly check your credit report. A further way to improve credit score is to check your credit report. You can get a free copy once a year, so it's a good idea to check it over on a yearly basis. Mistakes can be made by the simple misspelling of a middle name, so you want to grab that free report and go over it with a fine-tooth comb. 4. Check your spending. Take a good hard look at your budget and find out where all your money is going each month. This is extremely important. You need to create a plan that will lower your debt over time that is manageable for you. The best way to do this is to make a few budget cuts here and there and pay more money each month to your lenders. 5. Payment plan. If you're already behind on any repayments or bills, ring the company involved and explain your situation. You should know before you call what you're willing to offer, but be sure your repayment plans are reasonable. Tell them you're willing to switch to weekly regular payments. Offer to repay slightly more than the minimum amount. Ask for an extension on the payment deadline. 6. Become authorized signer for others. If you want to improve your score very quickly, just get in touch with your friend and relative who has a high score and convince him or her to add you as an authorized signer to his or her account. 7. Increase your income to pay off your debt. Debt and how well you deal with it are two of the things that make up your credit score. Therefore, make more money to pay off the debt you owe. Aside from the regular day job you should have some part-time job or another source of income, not only to increase your payment, but also to give you some money temporarily in the event that you get laid off. 8. Develop a financial plan. Credit improvement begins with a working budget. Financial mismanagement, in most cases, is what causes most credit-related problems. Cutting out unnecessary spending will provide you with more expendable cash to make sure your bills are covered and will help you later in the repair process. 9. Buy what you can afford. Getting reasonably affordable home or car loan will be a great way to improve your credit score. Once you make repayments on time, you can automatically witness a rise in your score and rating. Hence, if needed, do not hesitate to offer a high down payment to get the loan at affordable rates. 10. Limit your credit card usage. Don't charge things to your account that you can't pay for. The odds are, if you don't have the money now, or in the near future, you won't have the money to pay off the item when the bill comes around. Don't use your credit card as a form of delaying your payments. 11. Negotiation for credit card bills. Most credit card companies today are forced into a corner due to the rise of credit card defaulters, who fail to pay their credit card debts. In turn, Creditors are more open to negotiations when it comes to lowering their clients' interest rates. This definitely makes paying bills easier and subsequently improves one's credit score. 12. Settle your debts. Getting out from beneath all that debt can seem impossible. Many people don't realize, however, that most collection agencies and some creditors are often willing to settle your debts for an amount you can actually afford. In fact, it's possible to have your debts reduced by as much as 60%. With those kinds of savings, getting out of debt can be much easier than you thought. 13. Don't close your old or unused credit card accounts. Your score can lower by doing so. Remember that if you do need to close a report, try to do a recent one instead of your older accounts. Credit repair doesn't mean you have to close all your accounts down. 14. Make your terms clear. Agree payment terms at the order stage and have those terms printed on relevant documents such as invoices. Terms should include any credit period and details of interest charges on overdue accounts. Don't forget all businesses have a legal right to claim interest from late paying customers. 15. Managing your credit. By this time, you've learned a lot about financial responsibility and credit management. Now it's time to put that knowledge to good use. After you've established new credit, it's very important that you manage it appropriately. Making sure your bills are paid each month on time is a good start. Hang on to those new lines of credit. Keep them active for as long as possible. In time, you'll see your score rank in with the best. 16. Don't forget the small stuff. Pay off your little items such as old rental fines or unpaid gym memberships. These items will show up on your report, no matter how small the debt is. 17. Pay more than the minimum. While you're technically not required to pay more than the minimum due each month, making larger payments can emphasize your creditworthiness. It also means you'll chip away at your debt balances more quickly and end up paying far less interest over time. 18. Apply for a secured credit card. This type of credit card is backed by a savings account in which you deposit money that the creditor holds as collateral to secure the card. Making purchases and paying the balance off will help you build your credit score in much the same way as a true credit card. 19. Pay installment in a timely manner. It will be wise, if you do decide to keep your credit cards, to pay your entire installment in a timely manner, so if the statement says the 1 of the month, pay it on the 29 of the previous month just to be safe. The other way to improve a credit score would be to stay on top of your credit report. It will be wise to analyze your credit report month in advance of applying for a loan. 20. Avoid overspending. This tip is somewhat of an extension of the last one. They both deal with not overextending oneself. A person must only charge an amount that they are confident that they can pay back in full. This is a very important tip to remember. Do not overspend. If someone spends too much and are not able to pay it all back, they are not building up their credit but hurting it. If all else fails, or if you're already in too deep, don't be afraid to seek professional help. Places like consumer credit counseling are there to help you. Never be embarrassed about asking for help. There's nothing shameful in trying to improve your situation. Be proud that you're working to fix things. If you found this video helpful, then like, share, and subscribe our channel to get future videos. Are you confused about business plan writing? Then you can watch our video about how to write a business plan step by step. Video link is in video description.